Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
I had the pleasure of being part of a truly special event recently to honor a good friend. His name is Joe Napoli, and you probably recognize the name. Joe is Chief Executive Officer of the Toledo Mud Hens Baseball Club and the Toledo Walleye Hockey Team. The Rotary Club of Toledo Foundation hosts one big fundraiser every year, and this year's event, held in mid-June, was a roast of Mr. Napoli. He said he'd do it for charity's sake, but only if the roasters stuck it to him pretty good. Both goals were achieved. It was my honor to serve as master of ceremonies for the roast, and let me assure you the real winners were the beneficiaries of the Rotary Club's charitable endeavors. I've known Joe pretty much since he came to Toledo in the 1980s as a young intern with the Mud Hens. I think he pestered the late Gene Cook, the man who guided the Hens for so many years, to the point Gene gave him a job just to shut him up. But what a great hire it has turned out to be. I've watched this kid from Brooklyn grow up in his adopted hometown of Toledo. I saw him take on greater responsibilities with the ball club after Mr. Cook passed away. He married a Toledo girl and started a family, and he and Annette now have 5 children. I saw the disappointment on his face when a bond issue to build a new downtown baseball stadium failed at the polls. He had worked so hard to convince the public the ballpark was a wonderful idea. He was right, but the package before the voters was wrong. It included a swim complex at the Lucas County Recreation Center, but voters who did not live in Maumee didn't want to pay for Maumee's new swimming pool. Eventually, of course, the ballpark got built with the help of a far different financing plan. It's hard to believe that Fifth Third Field is already in its 18th season and has been one of the sparkling jewels of the downtown's renaissance. Along with the Huntington Center, which came along several years after Fifth Third Field, downtown is now a destination instead of a place to be avoided. I like to call Fifth Third Field a major league ballpark just with fewer seats, and the Huntington Center absolutely rocks on hockey nights with the Walleye. I recall how concerned many local folks were when it was decided that a new hockey arena and concert facility would be built on the west side of the river, downtown, instead of on the site of the old sports arena in East Toledo. Will anybody show up at a downtown location, people wondered. Well, we know the answer to that one. The place sells out nearly every game, and world-class entertainment acts like the Eagles and Elton John would never have played the old sports arena. They love the Huntington. At the center of it all is Joe Napoli. When he started as a young 20-something intern at Old Skeldon Stadium in Maumee, he was one of just 4 employees. Today, the 2 teams employ scores of people, and the 2 franchises, like the downtown itself, are now destinations of choice for professional athletes. Talented players want to play in Toledo, and they want to play for Joe. The roasters at the Rotary event included Joe's daughter, Marissa, his wife, Annette, his longtime colleagues, Eric Ibsen and Neil Newcomb, his neighbor, and a gang of his childhood buddies from Brooklyn. I'm pleased to report that they all honored Joe's instructions to stick it to him pretty good. I say good for them, and good for Joe, and most importantly, good for all of us that Joe seems to like it here.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.